Hi, I'm Sindhuja from the Treble Clef Project, and here is how to play Do You Want to Build a Snowman with me on the flute. This is the piece that I will be using. This piece is from a medley of all the songs from Frozen, but this is a really good piece to learn some basics in flute. Some key things I want to point out is that this has 3 flats, meaning that the 3 flats that will be in this without being marked are B flat, E flat, and A flat. So any B, E, or A you see will be flat. Lastly, I want you guys to all look at the tempo. The tempo is up top saying brightly. Brightly is usually around 109 beats per minute to 130, but for now we're just going to go at the slowest tempo, which is 109. At the start, we can see that there is a 3-measure rest, so you just count the 3-measure rest. So each beat that goes by, you count as 1, and once you get to 4 beats, then you have 1 full measure. Here's an explanation. I'm gonna play a metronome that is going at 109 beats per minute, and we just count. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That right there is a whole measure, and you do that 3 times, and once you get to the 3rd time, that's when we start playing. Back to the song. We've actually covered most of these notes in the previous Let's How to Play videos. I know looking at this piece, it seems like it's a lot harder than the last one, but one of the hardest parts about music in general is not knowing the melody and trying to figure out how the music is supposed to sound. But since this piece is a very popular song, most of us know what this piece sounds like already. So when you're doing this song, remember, do you want to build a snowman? And yeah, that's what you should be basing how to play this off of. First line, one of the main things I want to point out is that there is a dynamic that we didn't pay that much attention to last time, but there are 3 main dynamics that we should really pay attention to, which is piano marked with a P, mezzo forte marked with an MF, and forte marked with F. As you can tell, piano is really soft, mezzo forte is kind of like a middle, and forte is loud. There are obviously extremes to this. There's a pianissimo, which is PP, and fortissimo, which is FF, and that usually means really loud or really quiet. Another thing I want you guys to pay attention from the first line is that there is a legato, meaning that there's a line over a couple of the notes. So how you play a legato, you tongue the first note of the legato, but you don't tongue the second. So just looking at measure 4, we can see that the 3rd and 4th note have a legato over them. So you tongue E flat, but you wouldn't tongue B flat. So that's how you would play it. Here's how the first line would sound. That is the first line. The second line is basically the same thing, but one important thing I want to point out is that there is a bunch of other smaller lines on top. These are legatos on them, meaning that you have to really pronounce it. These are something that aren't that serious until you get to bigger music. So for this one, it's okay if you guys can't do it because it takes a lot of practice to build up the ability to do it. So this is how the second line would sound. So you can see at measure 13, we got really quiet, just even though it was high, because of the P marking. The third line, which is the last line, we can see that there is a crescendo. It kind of looks like a really stretched, great less than sign. And what it means is that we are crescendoing, meaning in our dynamics, we are getting louder. So this is how line 3 would sound. So yeah, that's how you would play the song, and you just put it together, and that would be how we played the song. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!